It's not from Yerushalmi, Masakas Sheni. The article also addition with that Vav Amar Aleph, the third line down, Bikesh Lo Tzion, which in the Vilna is on Dav Dalet Amar Aleph, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines down, about halfway down the page. Bikesh Lo Tzion. Okay, so we are talking about the Moso Diskinis said the name of the king. Amen. So we had said that how whether they are liquid or not, the currency is determined by their how much to Musa, how he the bathhouse owner, how he accepts them. So big Ishlo. Now you want to spend this money in Yerushalmi in order to buy my food. Sheni. So the you make a reckoning to spend from them as your mechal upon them. In other words, you have to find some way of spending their value, and I'm not sure you do that. I'm sure the has to marketing additions in Yerushalayim, but you have to find some way of using them to buy food in the same way that you use them in order to redeem the food on them of the Sheni outside Yerushalayim. Sounds like a neat trick, but okay, it makes sense. You have to do that. Tani, we learned in the Brisa, Eimachan Asam Lo Amos, and here there's a lot of change of gears that are based on Rasrilio in the Leib Yerushalayim. So Tani, Eimachan Asam Lo Amos Shehain. Because Lo Amos Shehain Shokan Bebavel. There's a Tosefta Ma'aser Sheni Paragav Brisa. Hey, it's put on the body of a common side on the base. You can't make Ma'aser Sheni on money of Eretz Yisrael in Bavel when the owner is in Bavel, since the money is not legal tender in the place where you're redeeming the fruit. And even though you're going to come to Eretz Yisrael, and there in Eretz Yisrael they'll let you use that money. If it's Eretz Yisrael, take money, it still can't use it in Bavel. And it's talking about the Malchus of Makbid, and they check and they ascertain. They don't let you. They don't let you use money from Eretz Yisrael Chutz La'aretz. So for law Moshe of Avakan, we have money above in Yerushalayim, and the Bailim are there. Since this money is not illegal to Eretz Yisrael, where Bali says where the non-Jews are in charge, so therefore you can't use them in you can't use that money above them in Yerushalayim. But it sounds like you can't use them in order to redeem. You can't redeem food in Yerushalayim. So yeah, so it's a little bit difficult to lush in the Gemara. Because Yerushalayim can't redeem Ma'aser Sheni. Could be I don't have anything written down inside my Gemara about this. Could be ever talk about it. You can have to exchange that money in Bavel for most Eretz Yisrael, or in Eretz Yisrael for most Eretz Yisrael, when you want to then use it in order to buy Ma'aser Sheni Yerushalayim. That make more sense. You use to buy Ma'aser Sheni because it's not going to be actually the most Bavel in Eretz Yisrael. Not going to be current as valuable. So therefore, you have to go to make an exchange somewhere. Shulchani, I guess. It's not clear. The simplest way of really resolving that is not to go back to the Leib Yerushalayim. It's not to go back to Yerushalayim, but so I thought Eretz Yisrael in general. And Eretz Yisrael outside Yerushalayim, they could still redeem Ma'aser Sheni. It makes more sense. And now I wrote down inside of the Gemara. Karach lav dafka. The Leib Yerushalayim says Yeshem Mos Abba Yerushalayim lav dafka. So Yerushalayim ain't played in Ma'aser Sheni. Of Shara Eretz Yisrael. Okay, that takes care of that. And it says V'lo. I'm going always with the Rashi. Let's change the gears here. V'lo Moshe Bavel Kan Ome Kan. He can't mechal on Moshe Bavel when the Yerushalmi with the owners in Yerushalayim. Okay, like we said before, because here where he is standing, they are not current. Mi Bavel leBavel mekan. You have money at Bavel in Bavel, and the fruit is in Bavel, and you are in Eretz Yisrael. So can you redeem your Ma'aser Sheni in Bavel with Babylonian money? Neymar, so Neymar, let's say, if there's shares and matuyas in Bavel to Eretz Yisrael, their caravans traveling back and forth, so you can bring the money to Eretz Yisrael, you can mechalo and Bavel, and then bring the money to Eretz Yisrael. So again, I'm going with the Marasirios Girasah instead of a Tabavu. Says more Betavu Khan. In other words, since the coin is not current in Eretz Yisrael, why could you mechal on Bavel? Rabbi Yirmiyah said, yeah, it's interesting. He says, "Come at bear." In other words, we're up to me, and we're not going to change the rest of the video. I would say, Hilamos be Bavel. No, I'm not sure it'll still be a problem. But I would say the Chayro should work without whether we're about to say the Chiddush or not, because the money's in the Chutzlarts, or it says the Chutzlarts. The fact you're in Eretz Yisrael, so what? But the Gemara's not going there. The Gemara says that no, that's not good enough. Only because all money was current in Yerushalmi. When they came, why is that? This account, Sheni fein of Misos Koloretz. So even though Misos Koloretz is beautiful vistas, it's the joy of all the land. So Tachlis, natural vistas don't cut it. What makes the joy of all the land is that all money is current in Yerushalayim. It's like, let's imagine at the JFK International Airport, right? It's someplace which is the height of international commerce. So therefore, that's the case. So therefore, even though the money is in Bavel and it's no good in Eretz Yisrael, it is good in Eretz Yisrael because Chomet is Yerushalayim, Yotz Yerushalayim. So the Levi Yerushalayim brings down from the name Moshe and Sheni Gves. I'm saying about Sheni Gves is that it's not if you date Kifel Umos. It doesn't work all the time. It has to be that we have the capacity to make sure that all money can be sent to Yerushalayim. We can't make sure that, then we can say, well, what's about time all money is sent to Yerushalayim, but Yerushalayim was an Ottoman backwater. We wouldn't have that principle. Yogim Mos Bahar Melch Ubiktsora B'Chalalim. So this is Tosefta also, Ma'aser Sheni paragraph Brayse. If you have my Harmelch or the city called Ketzora, and then Mukev Eschemri Melosim Shul Benun, and the no Shayoros who Mitzuy Shonar caravans. Can you mechalo Ma'aser Sheni on them when which is in the city? No, Avdafka. No, on that money which is in that city, and the fact that the fact that it's Mukav Chalim Moshe should make no difference. You can't get that money. So since there's no shares mitzvahs to get the money, so it has to. You can't work. It doesn't work because the pasuk says it's tzarta kesib yodecha. Tzarta says it means it has to be b'reshuscha, and since you can't bring the money from there, it's considered erev b'reshuscha, and there we can't milchal Ma'aser Sheni of it. Okay, that's what it says. Talmud Lomar. That probably explains what he said before. The money's in Bavel and the payers in Bavel. If you can't get in there, it's not going to work because it's not Rishuscha. It's over there, but that's not considered to be Rishus. Rabbi Yonah asked, "Nafal Kisa Labor." Okay, Rishus. How far do you take that? Your well fell into a well. Ubo Meir Ribo, and there's $100,000 there. You'll see Chamishim Ribo. And he can pay $150,000 Lalosan in order to raise them. Okay, so how much can you use to redeem? So it says, the 50,000 you'll have left after you spend 50,000 to get them, they're in Rishus, and they use them in Ma'aser Sheni. The $100,000 in the bar, it's not b'shuscha because it requires money in order to pick it up. You have to expend. So you have to deduct that expenditure. Once you deduct that expenditure, whatever is left over, that's considered b'shuscha to use b'machal ma'aser sheni. It says Mishalacha Beis, Halukech behemel zivchei shlomi. Somebody who purchases with ma'aser sheni an animal for zivchei shlomi, which is the ikar use. The Gemara, the Sifri, brings down the Sifri, and Eikov Yekimo learns Gzer Shava Sham from Har Evo. I'm not sure exactly Gzer Shava is, I don't remember. But in any event, it says, so it should be, why I say, the question is why it says Halokeach, sounds like B'diavad, sounds like Chatchil Shabbai Chulin. So, no, that's because of Chaya, the next case. So, okay, Yerushalmi Chaya lebasa taiva. The Chaya, which of course can't be brought as a korban, could be as basa taiva, so to speak. In other words, it's regular chulin. So that's b'diavad. You also chulin in any event, both scenarios, or the hide goes out chulin. Abishor meruba lebasa be more hide than his flesh. Because you buy the korban, it's understood that the money is intended for the meat, and for the flesh does not get kedusha ma'aser sheni. Kari yain stumos. If you buy closed barrels of wine. In the place of the so closed, you have to kind of chulin. That's the way it's like a wrapper, and it goes to chulin. Goes in mashkedim. If you buy nuts and almonds, you have to shkiplen chulin. The klipas, the shells become chulin. Temed just the end of the Mesilas Meiser. Temed actually before it ferments and lokach gets meiser. It's just water. Can't buy a person with meiser money. Once it comes fermented, lokach gets meiser. It's going to be bought gets meiser. Mesachas meiser got into proportions. Halokech chaya l'zivchei shlamim. Somebody who purchased the chaya with meiser sheni money, and that to be a korban, and that we know you can't bring a chaya as a korban. Conversely, a behemoth basar taiva, you bought an actual animal which is sued for a korban, but you bought it for eat the chulin. And Chachamim did not want you to do that because they didn't want you to avoid the mizbeach. In both cases, the hide does not go to chulin because meaning the meiser is not an acquisition. The meiser is not acquired neither the behemoth nor the chaya. The money remains in its kedusha, and therefore the or was not chulin because it never became kodesh. It's never became kodesh. It should remain chulin. It's just the whole transaction is known for it. Kariyam psuchos, you have open barrels of wine, or sumos, or closed barrels. No, you're talking about psuchos. Basically, normally sold open. Loya is a kankan of chulin. The kankan is not considered like a shell, and therefore it's not yotzei the chulin. You have to so you have to sell the kankan and use the money raised from selling the kankan to buy ma'aser sheni to Yerushalmi. Stali teim sayin im akli led to the mei akli chulin. If you have baskets of figs and of grapes, which you acquired for grapes, presumably of figs, with the money ma'aser sheni, since it's normally not sold with the kli, then the mei kli is not when it goes out of chulin, and you have to sell them and eat their value in kedushas ma'aser sheni Yerushalmi. The Gemara gives a source for our Mishnah Zalacha. Tani ben Bagua Gomer, Mensatekes Choshata ben Avshecha. Give the money for anything your soul desires. Lokechu Adam Parim Neoira. And that soul desires means you can buy a cow even though you want it because it has a wonderful hide. It's a Negizasa and sheep because they have wonderful shearings. V'yaim Negan Kano. And you can buy wine on account of its drug. So that's part of the Choshat HaRav. You get to spend it in a way, even though you're going to end up gaining by those things. Okay, that brings us to the top of Ham Ralph, a little bit in, so not Ham Ralph, but it's in the Vilna, in the article brings us to the top of Zainamov. Anyway, place to stop.